What is your name?
I'm Brian Middleton, Fort Bend County District Attorney from Texas.
And what are you doing here today?
I started a youth program called Expose Excellence, and we partnered with the YMCA to do what we call a freedom tour. We started in Atlanta. We stopped in Montgomery on the way here. So we're here in Selma, leaving here. We're gonna go back to Birmingham, Montgomery. We're going to Memphis, and lastly, Little Rock.
And so what part of Texas are you from?
We're from Fort Bend County, which is a suburb of Houston. Part of Houston is in my county. The biggest part of Houston is Harris County, so we call ourselves Fort Bend County to distinguish ourselves, but it's a community of 890,000 people. And so we're just trying to provide safe environments for our youth and have activities like this so they can go out on the road, see all the historic sites so they can be proud of who they are. And what we're hoping is to nurture future leaders. So from this, we hope we'll have us some new leaders in our community.
What age group did you bring with you?
The program is 10 to 17. These are juniors and seniors from high schools in the area. So we brought the college-bound kids with us. Very bright group of kids, very enthusiastic, super excited about the experience.
Now, you're district attorney?
Yes, sir.
And so it sounds like you're doing being more proactive.
Exactly. You know, when you lock up kids, it does something to you. And so I knew I had to do something to prevent them from getting there. So I started a youth program, and this is the prevention by providing them safe activities so they can thrive. We call it Expose Excellence because we like to expose them to excellence. And so they learn to express themselves. They have mentorship. We like to see them do performing and visual arts. It's just so they can be safe and, counter, the popular culture that doesn't really nurture the best in them.
How long have you been doing this program?
This is our first freedom tour, but the program started 3 years ago now. So we're about to start our 4th year of the program.
This is one of your colleagues also?
Yes.
Chief Edward Gordon.
I'm Ed Gordon. I'm the Chief Investigator for the District Attorney's Office.
So do you guys find that the students are responding positively to this program?
Yes, they are. They're digging real deep on their own time, doing their research and stuff like that. And on this tour, they're able to go back and look more into things and kind of see how things fell in place and stuff like that. Just very positive.
Is this another one of your colleagues, another investigator?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. How are you doing, sir?
Fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. What do you think about the program?
Outstanding. For our youth to get in touch with our ancestors and move forward to know what it's all about, the cause of it, and the benefit from it, sir. It's outstanding. Thank you for having us.
And thank you for coming. And lastly, with this level of violence across the nation, particularly with teenagers, what are your thoughts on that?
When the year I started this program, we had 4 juveniles in our detention center on charges of capital murder, and that had been unprecedented. So I knew we had to work harder, reach harder, and do better to try to help our youth. So what we've seen, we've had a lot of success stories. I was meeting with some of the staff and explaining how they have saved lives. There have been kids who've been suicidal. One kid who went from being suicidal to being college bound. He's on his way, I believe it's to Detroit State, on a scholarship. So he went from, hopeless to hopeful and on his way to achieve all his dreams.
And what do you account for that? What do you think that has done that?
It's just a mentorship. What we say is our children are our future and our responsibility. So we're owning that. And so we're bringing the kids together and giving them positive experiences. So, instead of watching a video game or doing TikTok videos, they're out learning. Because what we learned is that if you tell them, come here, kid, let me teach you something, that's not going to attract them. So we provide fun activities. And in the midst of that activity, we try to educate them and try to give them great mentorship. But we've had huge success stories with it. The program each year has grown in popularity.
Anything you'd like to say to our audience?
Hey, our kids are our future. We have to accept responsibility for our children, and that means engaging them and making sure that they have safe environments to thrive. Because if we don't do this, the criminal justice system is going to deal with them. So we need to prevent that by investing in our children right now, and that means finding kids, taking them on trips, inviting them into an environment that's free of drugs, free of bullying, so they can be themselves and express themselves in a positive fashion without any harm coming to them.
Thank you.
Thank you.